What is Child Space, the Chava Shelhav method? The method teaches knowledgeable and sensitive observation of developmental progress that allows you to identify even slight developmental delays in the earliest stages of newborn development. But won't the infant develop by herself? Unfortunately, we find these days many children in daycare centers, kindergartens and schools with motor, social and emotional problems. Difficulties that might appear minimal may not be minimal at all, and it is impossible to know in advance how this will interfere in the future. In 40 years of working with adults, children and infants, Dr. Shelhav has learned that the origins of motor, emotional and social problems can be traced to early childhood. Leading researchers in early child development have reached similar conclusions. Dialogue can be established at a very early stage. This type of pre-verbal communication is a sign of language development. It also helps define boundaries. Who am I? Who is the other? It is amazing to watch such a small baby focus and concentrate for such a long time.
Maya was born at 36 weeks and 3 days. She was born a bit early, and she was the small twin. Filled with love and joy, we brought Maya home after a month in the preemie ward. We walked in with 2 baby carriers, set them down, and both girls burst into tears.
To give her a sense of her legs, we tap on them lightly, touching her ribs, her pelvis, talking to her system, communicating with her brain. Maya, these are your knees. These are your calves. This touch gives her a proprioceptive sense of where her body parts are. She is moving her hands, she is listening. Holding her foot, let her feel where her toes are. Bend and straighten the foot at the ankle. How do you turn a baby from her back to her stomach? Support and place her arms under.
What does normal development mean? Milestones such as lifting the head, sitting and walking occur on a timeline that is different for each infant.
If the head does not turn easily, bend her right knee so the head could turn easily as well.
However, there are also differences that are critical. Without stimuli and support, the infant may miss the window of opportunity, and this may cause a developmental delay.
If you encounter some difficulty, you can direct the head to turn through the pelvis.
I tried to be smiley. I noticed that when I smile, she smiles back. I brought my face closer and closer and closer and stuck out my tongue. I said, "This is my tongue. This is my mouth." Afterwards, I touched her elbow and said, "This is your elbow. These are your feet," while I brought her feet closer to her mouth. I felt that she really understood. I saw that she was really looking at me. And then I said, "This is your foot, Glory." Since then, each day she slowly reaches out to her feet. It gives me a sense of a certain level of communication. I didn't believe that you can develop communication at such a young age, without talking, just by stimulating sensation.
The mother, just by being there, not even touching, encouraging or praising, is learning to observe. Lori is playing by herself. She is holding an object. She is transferring from one hand to another. She is verbalizing. You can answer her. It is very nice what you told me. Enjoy the small details. You learn to recognize the little things in life, not just the major ones. This is good practice for muscles and for hand-to-eye coordination. Here we have the development of the hand-to-eye coordination. Notice how she listens and absorbs. I'm supporting her knee a bit and then I let her go on her way. The question is how she pulls out her arm. If she does not pull her arm, wait, patience. Don't do it for her. And the knee and wait. Slowly shift the weight of the pelvis to the other side and she will learn how to free her arm.
Each time you can see her getting better at it. Something she does for herself and not the rotation that I initiate. That's happiness.
A drum is an interesting object. She is using her fingers, the awakening of fine motor movements. Look at her. All the joints are working while moving the head and lifting the back. There, look, she's down on one side. This type of rotation is effective when one leg is in front and one leg is behind. Putting her off balance and back. And off balance again. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. She's rocking back and forth. What you could do is bring her one leg forward and sit her up. So she is sitting on one side. This is just one way of many we can use to guide the baby to a sense of secure sitting. She is already bringing herself up. Look how nicely her feet stabilize.
How long should I let her stand like that?
Don't hold her, let her fall. So she falls. She needs to learn to fall more than she needs to learn to stand. Because falling leads her to get up again. She learns coordination, balance, independence. You can put your hand there. She learns to lean on one hand. This also teaches balance. Play on the floor. Put a mattress down. So she can fall. Excellent. She learns to get up, and all this practice strengthens muscles, joints, and improves balance. Let her grab you. Look how well she gets along by herself. Excellent. Good morning, everyone. Bring the legs, closer to the stomach.
Parental involvement in every stage of baby's development is in the heart of child space. The workshops provide learning through social interaction for the benefit of both babies and parents.
Light tapping. Exactly. This is your leg. Where is Mika's foot? Here are your toes. Hold the foot. Bend and straighten the ankle. The toes should go in the direction of the knee. Now let's turn them to the stomach. Each baby should have a toy. We will encourage them to move the hand towards the toy. Slowly bend the leg and bend the other leg too. Good. And let's pull them back together.
At the end of the workshop, you can actually see the changes. For instance, he didn't roll from his back to his stomach. And I did a few of these movements, and the following day, he was already rolling over by himself.
Let's see if we can exaggerate the mouth movements. Add your hands. They are looking at your face, also at your hands.
מאחורי הים, אחת, שתיים, שלוש, גם לעשות עם הידיים. שם ישבו שלושה גמדים, אחת, שתיים, שלוש. יפה. שנמצאים בתוך איזושהי מסגרת.
In a structured environment that supports you and the baby's development, later on you won't say to yourself, I missed something. I wish I sought guidance, information. I could improve my baby's development.
And 1 and 2, bending has to occur when the knees are going down. In other words, the pelvis also participates. Relax your hands. Relax your shoulders. Don't hold too tightly. Exhale. Exhale. Are you exhaling? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanted to try something else rather than routine physical therapy. I really found the answer in child space. And as you can see, it worked.
Let's hear your feet. Relax your feet. Go into the circle again. Now we will go into the circle, but faster.
Child space developmental support provides our children with a wider repertoire of movement and pleasure in movement. Meaningful interaction between infants, parents, and their environment constructs a positive self-image and expands self-awareness.
A wonderful thing that motherhood granted me is that I personally developed, and I am as proud of myself and enjoy myself not less than I am proud of and enjoy my baby.
We at Child Space believe that our mission is to support the baby's development and allow them to fully realize their motor, social, and emotional potential. We assist parents awakening their confidence in their own parental instincts by acquiring parental skills